By rather gruesome sight. There's a street down here with the unusual name of Misery Hill. Misery Hill had a few different things on it over the years. At one point, the site of an old leper hospital, and at another point, that's where they used to have gallows nearby. So they take the bodies of pirates and criminals guilty of various crimes and hang them up on Misery Hill as a warning, because if you're coming on a ship into Dublin, before you get down to the nice customs house, that's what you have greeting you down here. Sounds a bit gruesome, but that kind of thing's fairly common actually in most European cities, on city walls, that kind of thing. And if you look at the gap in the buildings coming up here as we go past, you might see a red brick chimney tower. This is the last of the chimney towers that is left from the old gasworks. And then that orange structure, the diving bell, how that worked, that'll be taken and lowered underneath the water, and then the workers would climb down that tube, and that allowed them to work on the construction of the key walls that you see around you here. So today it's just raised up there permanently. You can actually walk right underneath it. It shows you exactly how it was constructed. And then the little man that you see the statue up there on the water's edge between the next gap in the buildings, it's Admiral William Brown, and he was the founder of the Argentinian Navy. But he was born in Ireland and his family later immigrated, so that was sent over as a gift from Buenos Aires. Admiral, yeah, Admiral William Brown, or Guillem is in the Spanish version. Not of him, no. I'm trying to think who else on O'Connell Street. You have Parnell, O'Connell, Jim Larkin. Yeah, Jim Larkin, the one with the hands up like this. He was a trade unionist. I think I mentioned earlier on the 1913 lockouts, these big strikes that went on for months in the city. He would have been one of the people that led that, so that's why he's kind of putting his hands up to the sky, basically. And that little red brick pub there in the corner, the Ferryman, it's also quite a nice pub as well, but that is over 200 years old. And actually, if you look at historic maps of Dublin City, when that was built, that was kind of the edge of Dublin there, nothing beyond that. None of those glass buildings obviously existed then. And when we go under here, you can see very simply how the bridge opens, because you see that white structure sticking out of the water there, and obviously there's nothing over on this side. So that's the point at which the bridge swings open. And that's also why you have these white tubes here sticking out of the water. And to open the bridge, that little building there with the green roof, that's the control room. And someone will be in there setting off the signal. And the bridge was designed by a Spanish architect, Santiago Calatrava. He's done some similar bridges in other cities around the world as well. And the James Joyce Bridge in Dublin is also his design. But it was made in the Netherlands, so that giant harp-shaped bridge was brought here pretty much in one piece, on top of two big barges, all the way from Rotterdam down here to Dublin. Yeah, quite a sight when it was on the move. Definitely wouldn't want to get that wrong. And they still open that one pretty regularly, usually every second week, just briefly to make sure that it actually still works, kind of for maintenance more than anything else. And then down here in this area, you see those red brick buildings. There's one here, another one further down. Quite a lot of that kind of thing around the Docklands area. So originally they were old Victorian era warehouses, most of them from the 1800s or so. And later on, after the gasworks closed and the port modernised and all of that, most of those were left totally abandoned. And that was actually, even though this is a really thriving part of the city now, we see all these trains and construction going on, like these are mostly now kind of fancy offices and cafes, but that would have been really run down part of the city, and it took a lot of work to fix it up, because some of the stuff they had to do, they had to dig up like over 100,000 tonnes of soil to be cleaned that was contaminated, all this kind of stuff. So it's really changed from, you know, the more industrial part of the Docklands to today, the part, especially around Grand Canal Square, so kind of close to where we saw that pub, the Ferryman. If you go behind there, you'll see Grand Canal Square nearby. That took on the nickname then of the Silicon Docks, because that's where you have a lot of the European headquarters, those big global tech companies, Google, Facebook, Airbnb, Twitter. Yeah, all of those are around that part of the city. So if you go there, when tomorrow's Monday, you go there on a weekday, you'll see everyone with their lanyards and their Google hoodies and stuff on. And actually, Misery Hill that I was talking about earlier, where they used to have, you know, people hung up, that's where Facebook's headquarters is. They don't see that they're on Misery Hill. If they say their address is Grand Canal Square. Like, they are on Grand Canal Square, but quite clearly you can see the street sign says Misery Hill. And then beside them you have the marker, this lovely 5-star hotel. Again, they don't say they're on Misery Hill either. They all say they're on Grand Canal Square, but that's the actual name of the street. And just as we go under this one, so this bridge opens in a different way as well. It splits down the middle, and then this part here on both sides, that can rotate. So it'll actually detach from the walls on both sides. Two halves of the bridge will just kind of swivel right over the river. But that one isn't open quite as regularly. I've only ever seen it opened a few times. And then the glass building there on that side, it says CHQ. Like the other ones, originally an old Victorian era warehouse. And today it's home to Epic Ireland. That's a museum all about the history of emigration from Ireland that's in there. Them here. I know, asking in the tourist office there on O'Connell Bridge, because a lot of the things they have, not just their closing time, last entrance times, and if you can make it in before that, then that's been the last time they stopped letting people in, and that's due for another hour or so, because there were some of the other attractions around Dublin. But yeah, quite a lot to see in it. No, so that's Epic. It's just about kind of immigration. The National Museum, so do you mean well, there's a few different ones. There's like the National Gallery or the Archaeology. Well, yeah, no, you have to pay for that one as it's not state run. But all of the like the state museums, you know, the National Gallery, Collins Barracks, Archaeology Museum, the Natural History, all of those that are state run are totally free. So it's only the kind of privately run museums that you have to pay for. So it's actually quite, even though Dublin's not the cheapest city, there's quite a few things that you can see for free, and all the state run museums are totally free. So we're checking out. And that building there, not particularly interesting what's inside, it's just a bank. But the design of it is supposed to, originally, was supposed to look like a similar building in London, actually, down in Canary Wharf, I think, in the financial district. Yes, similar type of thing. And the Customs House, we were talking about the symbols earlier on. If you look, so this is built in 1791, so when Ireland was still part of the United Kingdom. That's why you see the harp in the circle underneath the crown. The lion is for England, and then you have the unicorn for Scotland. Why Wales gets left out, just a technical difference. Wales, of course, is a principality and not a kingdom. So that's why their emblem is missing from the top of the Customs House. And also during the 1916 Rising, that building had a British gunboat called the Helga sent right outside it, firing over the Loop Line Railway Bridge onto the original Liberty Hall that would have been here on that side, where this big tall building stands today. And just in case we didn't get a good view of it earlier, there's that squirrel I was talking about again. So the original historic Liberty Hall was damaged during the 1916 Rising. The tall one that was built in its place, that one's from the 60s. Probably one of the most unpopular buildings in Dublin. You can probably guess why. Kind of sticks out like a sore thumb in this area, because most of the buildings around here are very uniform height, usually only 4 or 5 stories high. Quite unusual in a capital city, but yeah, we don't really take to tall buildings in Dublin. And to go underneath the Rosie Hackett, this one is the newest bridge over the Liffey. So this one was built to allow the tram line, the Lewis, to cross the city. And then just beyond it, those are the wooden panels that you see there. They're not used anymore today. They used to be used by commercial barges. So like the old Guinness barges for moving their goods along, and they'd be unloading and loading their goods right before O'Connell Bridge. And you look at kind of old paintings and photos and so on from Dublin from that period. It's actually said at one point it could have been so busy here with all the different barges that you'd nearly be able to cross the river just by walking on the rooftop of one to the next. Not able to come down here anymore because of the more modern bridges that were built. And there we go, back under the darkness of O'Connell Bridge. This bridge is actually wider than it is long, so that's why we're under the darkness for quite a while. And the original one was also designed by James Gandon, so the same guy that did the Customs House with the Green Dome, he did that original bridge, and a lot of the other key buildings around the city centre as well are from him at that time. So we're almost back where we started now. We'll be finishing up shortly on our pontoon here on this side of Bachelor's Walk. And if you cross over the Halfpenny Bridge, then the archway that you'll go through on that side, Merchant's Arch, that takes you into kind of the main square in the Temple Bar area on the other side. So in a moment, I'm going to head down to the back here just to get things ready for disembarking. Don't follow me just yet. I'm going to tie up the boat so we don't float away. But as soon as we're totally still, our skipper here, Brendan, will let you know it's time to disembark. So thanks very much for your attention and enjoy the rest of your stay in Dublin. Welcome.